Torrential rains and cloudbursts in Pakistan, a monsoon disaster of 2025. The 2025 monsoon season in Pakistan has turned into one of the deadliest in recent history, marked by relentless torrential rains, devastating cloudbursts, and catastrophic flash floods. These extreme weather events have caused widespread destruction across the country, claiming hundreds of lives, injuring over 900 people, and displacing thousands from their homes. From the mountainous regions of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa to the plains of Punjab and the northern territories of Balochistan and Azad Jammu and Kashmir, no region has been spared. The disaster has highlighted not only the growing intensity of monsoon rains but also the urgent need for better disaster preparedness in a country increasingly vulnerable to climate change. As of mid-August 2025, the National Disaster Management Authority, NDMA, reported that at least 660 people have died due to monsoon-related incidents. The hardest-hit province is Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, KP, where 392 fatalities were recorded, the highest in any region. Punjab followed with 164 deaths, Balochistan with 32, Sindh with 29, Balochistan with 20, Azad Jammu and Kashmir with 15, and Islamabad Capital Territory with 8. Among the victims, 394 were men, 95 women, and a heartbreaking 171 were children, more than a quarter of the total death toll. The human cost is matched by massive infrastructural damage. Over 2,478 houses have been damaged or destroyed. In Balochistan, 368 homes were completely washed away, and 229 were partially damaged. In Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, 212 houses were fully destroyed and 500 partially damaged. In Azad Jammu and Kashmir, 152 homes were completely destroyed and 567 partially damaged. Entire villages, such as Bishanay and Swabi, have been erased by floods and landslides, leaving survivors with nothing but rubble and memories. One of the most destructive phenomena this season has been the cloudburst, a sudden, extremely intense downpour that releases over 100 millimeters of rain in just 1 hour. In the district of Buner, a single cloudburst is believed to have killed nearly 300 people, sweeping away homes, vehicles, and entire families. In Kadarnagar, 24 members of one family died when floodwaters engulfed their home on the eve of a wedding. The sheer force of the water, mixed with boulders and mud, turned villages into wastelands, with survivors describing the floods as like an earthquake. Flash floods triggered by these cloudbursts submerged neighborhoods in Peshawar, Mardan, Swabi, and Abbottabad. In Swabi, the Colonel Share stream overflowed, drowning 2 people. In Mardan, entire streets and homes were underwater. In Buner, schools were washed away, leaving behind scattered books and broken furniture. Landslides blocked key roads, cutting off access to remote areas and hampering rescue operations. In Galiot and Havaliya, roads were flooded, and a pickup truck was swept away in rising waters. The situation was worsened by a tragic helicopter crash in KP. A government rescue helicopter, carrying aid and crew, crashed during bad weather, killing 5 people, including 2 pilots. The incident underscored the dangers faced by emergency responders and the extreme conditions in the region. The black box was recovered, and funerals were held with state honors. In Punjab, heavy rains submerged low-lying areas of Shakwal, Kalar Kahar, and Kushab. Over 582 people were injured, the highest number in any province. Floodwaters rose in the Nalagabur and Indus River, forcing evacuations from Kacha, low-lying areas in Rajanpur and Tansa. Thousands were displaced as villages were submerged. In Rawalpindi, a public holiday was declared to keep people off the roads and safe at home. Rescue teams used boats and military helicopters to save stranded families, including one rescued from their rooftop. In Balochistan, a sudden flood from Naltar Lake destroyed the temporary headworks of the local power complex, shutting down the 18-megawatt Naltar power plant and leaving the city in complete darkness. Repair work was halted due to blocked access, leaving residents without electricity during the crisis. A landslide on the Murree-Islamabad expressway further disrupted transportation, with large boulders damaging part of the road. Authorities closed half the section to prevent accidents, though the rest remained open. The landslide was caused by continuous downpours, highlighting how infrastructure is vulnerable to extreme weather. The government responded swiftly. KP Chief Minister Ali Amin Gandapur announced salary donations, 1 month from himself, 15 days from cabinet members, and portions from officials and staff. A special account was created for transparency. The federal government, led by Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, pledged full support, with the entire federal cabinet donating 1 month's salary. Ministers were sent to affected areas within 24 hours to oversee relief work. The Prime Minister stressed unity, saying, "In this hour of calamity, there is no federal or provincial government. We must ensure the assistance and rehabilitation of affected people." He declared flood relief a national duty. Federal Minister Musaddiq Malik promised all blocked roads would reopen within 24 hours, while urging people to evacuate danger zones. The Pakistan Meteorological Department warned that the monsoon would intensify from August 16 to 30, with more heavy rains expected in KP, AJK, and Islamabad. Climate experts say this pattern is no longer unusual. Syed Muhammad Tayyib Shah of NDMA noted that this year's monsoon started earlier and will last longer. Scientists link the increasing frequency and intensity of cloudbursts to climate change. Warmer air holds more moisture, leading to heavier rainfall when conditions are right. Pakistan, with a population of over 250 million, is among the world's most climate-vulnerable countries. It faces dual threats: extreme heat and drought in some seasons, and deadly monsoon floods in others. The country also has over 13,000 glaciers, which are melting faster due to rising temperatures, increasing the risk of glacial lake outburst floods, GLOFs. The 2022 floods, which killed 1,700 people and submerged a third of the country, were a grim reminder of what's possible. Economic losses exceeded $30 billion. Now, in 2025, history seems to be repeating itself, with similar patterns of destruction and loss. The 2025 monsoon in Pakistan has been a humanitarian crisis of massive scale. Hundreds have died, thousands are injured, and countless homes and livelihoods have been destroyed. Cloudbursts and flash floods have exposed the fragility of communities and infrastructure in the face of climate change. While the government and military have launched rescue and relief efforts, long-term solutions are needed: better early warning systems, improved urban planning, climate-resilient infrastructure, and international support. As the rains continue, Pakistan stands at a crossroads. The disaster is a painful reminder that climate change is not a distant threat, it is here, it is deadly, and it demands urgent action. The people of Pakistan have shown resilience, but they cannot face this alone. The world must recognize that saving lives in Pakistan today is part of the global fight against climate change tomorrow.